See me with that last type of girls gonna don't stop the last. Just me. Part 2 of on my way to MDC studio. The reason why I was gonna tell y'all, the reason why I tell the truth of my music and I give you me on my music is because, you know, a lot of times, like, you listen to somebody's music, right? And then they might be saying like, yeah, you know, I sell this, I sell that, I got this with that. And then when you see them, they be broke as ever. Like, how you got all this stuff, but I don't see it. And it's like, I would much rather, me personally, I would much rather you see what I'm talking about. Like, if I'm telling you I got, you know, the Benz on 20s or the Maybach or the Phantom, I would much rather you see that I got the Benz on whatever and the Maybach or the Phantom. And it's like, a lot of people focus on saying what they think people want to hear. But when you think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. When you lie on the track, it's people out there that actually take heed to what you're saying. Like, they actually listen to what you're saying and they actually believe it. So if you say you moving all this work, and y'all know what I'm talking about, work, like, you know, you moving keys of this and pounds of that, and you broke, the two don't add up. You know what I mean? The two don't add up at all. And then it makes it that much harder for them to even listen to your material to a point, because you're lying. You're not being yourself. You're not you. You're talking about somebody else. Like, so it's like, I'd much rather just tell about what I got. You know? Like, for example, right? I done did a lot of songs, and like the car I got, the jewelry I got, to me, like, it was crazy, because like 1 minute, I used to talk about this. I used to say how, you know, I used to fabricate my lines and talk about things that I didn't have, and then it worked out. But then people be like, you know, do you really got that? And I gotta tell them no. And they look at me kind of disappointed, because people are interested in what you're saying. So if you're telling the truth, they like it more. Now, if you just telling them, if you just making it sound good, they still like it, but not as much, because it's not you. And when you tell the truth on your track, they actually appreciate it that much more, because then they can find out everything about you through your music. And listeners love that. Listeners love to be able to listen to what you're talking about and it actually be true. So whatever you say, they know that you're telling the truth. So they gonna buy it just to hear what you're talking about, just to hear what you're going through, you know? So that's why I much rather just be me. Like, you know, like for example, I could talk about the stuff that I got, but I'd rather not, because everybody don't got what I got. And I speak for the less fortunate. Like, for example, this watch, right? This watch cost me $500. You know what I'm saying? Go Invicta, you know, something small. You know. And something small is the figure of speech. know what I'm saying? But it's a nice watch. It's heavy as I don't know what, too. Like this thing, when I used to wear it, it's like, I don't know how good y'all can see it, but it's like this piece up here, that little piece right there, used to dig into my wrist. Like, it would bruise my wrist up, so I had to like chill out, wear it every now and again. But it's cool now. You know, I got a car, like, it ain't no diamonds in it. Not one single diamond. I got other watches with the whole face is diamonds. So it's like, I don't talk about that stuff because ain't no point. Like, oh no, that's just me though. You know what I mean? That's just me. That's how I, you know, to each his own. Like I always say, to each his own. But I'd rather talk about things that other people can obtain, that other people can have for themselves, so it give people something to look forward to. I don't want to talk about, at least right now, I don't want to talk about, you know, the big crib and the mansions and the yachts and all that. Because first of all, I ain't got it. And two, neither do you. You know, most like, if you're looking at this clip, if you do got it, congratulations to you. But if you don't, you know, I represent for those who don't, who fighting for it, who want that opportunity to have it, and who got ambitions on getting it. So, you know, that's why I just tell the truth. Like, I give you the update on everything I'm going through. If the beat fits what I want to say, you might get some useful information. You gonna get information regardless. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get information regardless. So, depending on what the beat telling me, you might get something that I went through. You know, you might get something that I'm about to go through. You know, you might get something that I'm going through. You never know. That's the beauty of being an artist. You know, I create that picture. But, you know, it is what it is. That's what I want to tell you. Like, just be honest in your material, artists. Like, just be honest with it. You know, if you really move keys and all that stuff, then do you. I ain't mad at you. Do you. Get money. But, you know, if you really don't, be careful, because it's artists out there that's going to blow your spot up. Like, man, he ain't never do that. He ain't never do this. He ain't never do that. This, that, and the third. And then next thing you know, they blowing your spot up. So then you're going back to your roots on what you know, which is what you have. So just be cautious. That's all. That's all I say. Just be cautious. It's your boy 11, L.T.P, 2 dots, 3 letters. Shades of Brown Live Entertainment, Peach Entertainment, Delphia Beach, J808. That's what it is. You know, be yourself on the track. Work out better that way, you heard? I get at y'all. One.